Hello IP student. Today our topic is Python NumPy array. This is Python NumPy array part 10. This is the last part regarding to Python NumPy array, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about some question answer related to Python NumPy array. So let's start. Question number 1. Write a code to create 1D array, means one dimensional array of size 10 with all elements as 0, but the fifth element is 10. So first line is import NumPy as NP. NumPy is a library and NP is the alternative name of NumPy. And why we use NumPy? We use NumPy here because operations belongs to array, and to perform array functionality we must use NumPy as a library. NumPy support all functions related to an array. So first line is import NumPy as NP. Second line is NP dot zeros, and we take 10 as an argument here in function zeros. Zero is a function used to create one dimensional or two dimensional array in Python, and whatever be the value passed in a pair in zeros as an argument, actually it create the size of that one dimensional array and consider and taking the all values regarding to that size equal to 0. So np dot zeros 10. So actually it create a one dimensional array of size 10 whose all elements are 0. And third line z4 equal to 10. So in this line the fifth element is replaced by 10. Fifth element is 0 and is replaced by 10 in line number 3rd. Index value start from 0, that's why for fifth element we take z4 here, and line number 4 print z, so that will print one dimensional array created in above line. That is the solution of that question. Now let us take question number 2. Create an ND array with value ranging from 10 to 49 and each space with a difference of 3. For this purpose we take a function named arrange, belongs to Python library NumPy. So first of all just write import NumPy is NP. NumPy is again a library. Import is a keyword, as is also a keyword. NP is the alternative name of NumPy. So whenever we want to use NumPy as a library, just write NP in place of NumPy, and after that dot sign, and that then function name belongs to that library. In this case arrange is the name of the function, and arrange has three parameters: start value, stop value, and end value. So as per the question requirement we take first value 10 because ranging start from 10 and goes up to 49. That's why we take 50 because arrange function stop value is exclusive. That means it is not part of an array. That's why we take one more we take 50 here because 49 plus 1 is equal to 50, and 50 is not included in this case, and we want to include 49, so just we take 50 here, and there is an increment or there is a difference of 3. That's why we take 3 as a step value. So line number 2, z assign a value np dot arrange 10 comma 50 comma 3, and then finally print z. An array will be printed after the execution of that statement. Question number 3, create a 4x4 ND array having values ranging from 0 to 15, both inclusive. So 4x4 array, it means that 4x4 16 elements must be there, and ranging start from 0 to 15. Starting from 0 to 15 means there are 16 element also. So first of all we create a one dimensional array, and after that resize it, and using resize take a function named reshape. So line number 1, import numpy as np. Line number 2, np dot arrange 16. np dot arrange 16 will create an array starting from 0 and goes up to value 15, because arrange has three arguments as we discussed in previous question. First start, second stop, and third one is step. Is by default start is 0, by default step is 1. Start and step value are not given in this question, that's why these are 0 and 1 by default, and last value is obviously 15 because last value is exclusive. That's why we take 16, because as per the question requirement, value ranging from 0 to 15 are given. So just write np dot arrange 16, and after that dot reshape function, dot reshape 4 comma 4. So it reshape to one dimensional array into two dimensional array having 4 rows and 4 columns. Arrange and reshape both functions belongs to Python library NumPy. That's why we use both of them in a single statement. And write np.arrange16.reshape 4 comma 4, and that value assigned to variable z. And finally print z. So for after the execution of that statement, array will be printed. Now question number 4. Create a 8 by 8 ND array and fill it with a checkboard pattern. That means 0 and 1 at alternate positions. 0 and 1 at alternate positions. So in this question, we want to create a 8 by 8 array whose elements are fill either with 0 or 1, and the condition that 0 and 1 are at alternate positions. It means 0 and then 1, then 0, then 1, and up to so on. So for this purpose, write line np dot zeros 8 comma 8 and take data type as int, because in question it is strongly recommended that value should be 0 or 1. So we take data type d type is equal to int. And line number 3, actually when we print this value, then the answer look like this. If we only execute that statement, that 3 lines, then answer look like this. That means an 8 by 8 array will be printed and whose all elements should be 0. But if we take third line and second line, not fourth line is not the part of the program, let us consider, then output look like this. And what is the meaning of this? Line number 3, says that there is a value assignment of values. First part assign a value row wise, and second part after comma assign a value column wise. So value assigned here are 1 and then 1, and after that 2, and before this there are dot sign here. It means value, this is start value, this is end value, and this is increment or decrement. So there is an increment of 2 and starting row is row number 2. It means row at index value 1, and there is no column name mentioned here, so all columns should be considered. And after comma it is only given that colon and 2. It means no start value, no end value, and only increment or decrement. It means that for all columns with increment of 2, value is assigned to 1. So this will be print, this will be after the execution of that statement, the array look like this. So this is the implementation of line number 2. The implementation of line number 2. uh, let us take let us 1 line number row number 1 means at row at index value, row at index 1. So this is row at index 1. So all elements are alternately, means after the increment of 2 look like this: 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0, and after that after that jump to line number 3 because there is an increment of 2, then again 1 0 1 0 1 0 up to so on, and after that again same pattern here. So after the execution of second line the output looks like this. And if only line number 3 or line number actually 4 and line number 2 will be printed, then pattern look like this. But here we take 3 statement: line number 1, line number 2, line number 2, line number 3, and line number 4. So line number 2 basically print array whose all elements are 0. Line number 3 print an array whose row wise all element stood at alternative position 0 1 0 1, and line number 3 print an array whose all element column wise print 1 0 1 0. And when we finally print an array using these 3 lines, then we got an array whose all element should be 0 or 1 at alternate positions. That is the final solution of that answer. And will and after the execution of that statement, a checkboard pattern will be printed. Question number 4: write a code to extract element in reverse order from array AR created below, and the extracted element should be spaced with 2 elements in between in original array, that is every third element. So array is already given. This is the array, and there is arrange function. Arrange function is used in this question, and power is 3. Power 3 is used because this symbol double stick represent power. So 10 power 3 starting from 0 to 9. So first element is 0, second element is 1, third element 2 power 3 8, third element 3 power 3 27, fourth element 4 power 4 64, and last element 9 power 3 4 power 3 sorry 64, and last element 9 power 3, it means 729 here. Now in this question we have to print a array. Extract element should be spaced with 2 elements in between in original array every third element. Actually in this question array, we have to print an array in reversed order, and there is a space of 3. For this purpose we just write this line: colon minus 3. It means there is no start value, there is no end value. This means it starts from beginning and goes up to last, and there is a decrement of 3, and minus sign indicate reverse order. And after the execution of that statement, that array will be printed: 7 2 9 2 1 6 27 and 0. Question number 6: an ND array X contain data elements 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. What will be the return by the statement 0 colon 2 0 colon 2? So these questions belongs to these all parts belongs to array slicing. First one is 0 column 2 comma 0 column 2. It means start value for row is 0 and goes up to 2. Last value is not included. Last value is not included because last value is exclusive. So only two rows are selected, 0 and 1, and no step value is given. So by default increment is 1, and this is same for column. So this is line number row number 1, this is row number 2, this is row number 3, this is row number 4, and the representation of rows are row number 1 is represented by 0 index position, row number 2 is represented by index position 1, and up to so on. So because first line 0 colon 2, so these first two rows will be selected after that statement, and then after 0 colon 2, 0 colon 2 means first two columns will be selected. These are the first two columns, and after that this elements which we received are 0 1 and 4 5. Line number 2, question of part number 2, print x, x is the name of array, 2 0 2 comma 0. So basically array will start for row number 3rd, and for column number 3rd. Column number 3rd means column at index value 2, and row number 3rd means row at index value 2, and after that 0 is given. 0 is given here, so because value should always be incremented in case of slicing after start value, so it will create an empty array. For question number 3rd, x 2 0 comma minus 1 2 0 comma minus 1. Here minus 1 represent reverse order, so value will be printed for row number 3rd. It means 8 9 10 11 and goes in just reverse direction. And for column, start value is column number 3rd, it means at index value 2 and also goes in reverse direction. That's why we get two values 10 11 and 14 15. Last value is exclusive, so uh, row at index position 0 or and column at index position 0 will not consider as a part of this array. So this is a question regarding to array slicing. Next, this is again a question related to array slicing, and there is an array named ARY1 and its element of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and write array slice in ways so as to extract horizontally row separately and vertical column separately. So in this question we have to extract horizontal rows and extract vertical columns separately. For row, just write name of array. After that, for first row, just write its index position. Its index position is 0 in this case, and comma colon. Colon means for each and every column. For second row, write row 2 equal to ARY1 and its index position is 1. After that comma sign and select every column, so just write colon. It means start when there is no need to mention start and step value. In similar manner, for row number 3, write ARY1 name of array and then its index position, that is 2 in this case. After that comma sign and after that colon sign, it means it select each and every column. And same thing is done for we use for column. So for column 1, just write name of array, in this case name of array array1, write colon sign, means each and every row should be selected, after comma sign, and mention column name. Column name, first column is represented by index position 0, and for column 2 first and for column 2 is the name of variable which equal to or which represent a column at index position 1 and represented by ARY colon comma 1, and third is column 3 ARY1 colon comma 2. Next question number 8. This is a question again related to array slicing, and there is a array and each element are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, but slicing is little bit different as compared to previous one. First array slicing is, first part belongs to row slicing and second part belongs to column slicing, and each and every slicing there are three parts: start value, end value, and increment and decrement. If start value is not given, it means that it is by default 0. If end value is not given, if step value is not given, that it means that by default its increment or decrement is 1. And if even end value is not given, that means all rows and columns will be selected. For rows all columns will be selected, and for columns all columns will be selected. In this case column 2 comma column 3, it means all rows will be selected, and for all rows will be selected, and column 2 means only two rows will be selected, 0 and 1, row at index position 0 and row at index position 1. And after that comma column 3, so it means all columns will be selected except column number 3rd, or column at index position 3rd. So this is index position 0, this is index position 1, this is index position 2, and there is no element at index position 3rd, so all columns will be selected, and there is no increment or decrement, so by default it is 1. So after the execution of that statement, answer will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 8 9, or sorry 1 2 3 and 4 5 6 only, because there is only two rows, row at index position 0 and row at index position 1. You can do this question yourself. This is a homework for you. Answer is already given. So first of all write this array, and then after write index position, and then check check the start position and end position according to question, and then after perform array slicing. Next is question number 9. This is question number 9, and this belongs to concatenation of two arrays. There are two arrays, array 1 and array 2, and here we have to perform row wise and column wise concatenation. So there is a function named concatenate. By default access is 0 if not mentioned, and when we pass two or more arrays as a parameter in concatenate function, concatenate function perform concatenation of those arrays. So for concatenation along axis 0, write numpy dot concatenate, name of arrays are array 1 and array 2 in this case, so pass these as pass these arrays as an argument, we got the final result. And for column wise, it means along axis 1, we write and numpy dot concatenate array 1 dot array 2 comma axis 1. Now question number 10. Consider following ND array ARY and elements of this array are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Write a code to extract the subset from the ND array ARY1 containing elements whose square is fully divisible by 4. For this purpose we use a function extract, and in line number 2 we write a condition according to the question, and condition is ARY multiplied expo, and there is a symbol of exponential double stick 2 means power 2, and then this operator represent percentage modulo division by 4 is the modulo division, and value take after that is 4, so modulo division by 4 equal to 0. That is a condition according to question, because in question it is already mentioned that extract the subset from the ND array ARY1 containing elements whose square is square. So that's why we take double stick 2. Square is fully divisible by 4. Fully divisible by 4. That's why we take modulo division 4 double equal to 0. So that is the condition. And to find out those elements, just write np dot extract function. Use extract function here. Then condition. Condition is con, and after that condition imposed on on an array, and a name of array is ARY1, so that's why we use ARY1 as an argument here. Now question number 11, predict the output of the following code segment. So in this question vertical stack function is used. In line number 2nd there an array will be created after the execution of that statement. In line number 4 again an array will be printed, two-dimensional array will be printed. So this is the output of print x, this is the output of print g, and after v stack this will be the output. V stack means vertical stack, so there is a concatenation vertically. So after the execution of that statement, these two array mentioned here are vertically concatenate. Vertically we get an array after the concatenation of these two array, and elements of its are 1 2 3 9 8 7 and 6 5 4. Next is predict the output of the following code segment. In this question again we use a concatenate function, so obviously there is a concatenation. X is not mentioned, so by default x is 0, it means row wise. So after that concatenation we got the desired result here. That is the output of the following program code: 1 2 3 1 5 6 1 2 2, row wise concatenation. Question number 3, there is a vertical concatenation, so just opposite to that of previous one, you get this result. Actually this is not the output of this code. We get 1 2 3 and second elements are 9 8 7 and 6 5 4 obviously, but here vertical concatenation is there, so we get the result here as 1 2 3 9 8 7 and 6 5 4. In previous question part number 2, there is a concatenation of grid to itself. That's why their elements are 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 and 4 5 6 again and again, and axis is 0 in this case, means by default axis is 0. In second case there is a there are two arrays 1 2 3 9 8 7 and 654, and again b stack function is used. So after that we got 1 2 3 9 8 7 and 1 2 3 9 8 7. So vertical concatenation is there. And the next question, where horizontal stack is performed, so we concatenate along horizontal direction. And first element are 987, first array is contain element 987 654, and second contain element 99 and 99. And to concatenate after concatenation horizontally or H stack, after the execution of H stack, we got 987 657 and 99 99. So this is the final answer of the execution of that statement. Next, import predict the output of the following program code. Here split function is used, so this will divide the array into three parts. First part from index position 0 to 2, second part 3 to 4, and 5 parts, and part number 3 4 onwards, it means 5 and up to so on. So first array contain element 1 2 3, second array contain element 99 99, and third array contain element 3 to 1. There are three variables used here, x1 comma x2 comma x3 is equal to np split x comma 3 comma 5. So first, after splitting, first array will assign a value x will be assigned to x1, and second assigned to x2, and third will be assigned to x3. And after that execution of, after that printing of these three variables will be, are there, so we got the desired result here. This is the output of the execution of that program. Next, this is a question related to list and array. If same function is performed to both list and array, so what is the final output? This program reflect the difference between a list and an array. So there is a list contain element 3 4 5, and also there is an array which contain these three elements 3 4 5. 3 4 5 is basically are the element of a list as well as an element of as well as are elements of an array. So when we perform first operation L multiplied by 3, it means elements are look like this 3 4 5 3 4 5 3 4 5, it means repeated 3 times. But when we multiplied an array, and n here represent an array, so value we take here is n multiplied by 3. So value are 9 12 15, that means each and every element are multiplied by 3. So that is the basic difference. Actually size of an array will never change and it is fixed, that's why it is different from a list. Third is L plus L, it means addition of two lists, and after the addition of two lists we got the result 3 4 5 3 4 5. It means element are added one after another. First write element of first list, that are 3 4 5, and then after write again element of second list, that in this case these are again 3 4 5, so just write 3 4 5 and 3 4 5. But in case of an array, when we want to perform addition, so actually first element will be added to first element, second will be added to second, and third will be added to third, and we get 6 8 12 here. So this is the question answer session regarding to Python NumPy array. I hope you like this. Prepare this question for your board exam, and practice these type of questions very seriously. I think it will help you a lot as far as CBSE examination are concerned. Thank you very much for watching this video.